I don't feel whether we have a president. We are being ruled by a murderer, and the things which we are witnessing now, it's full enough to impeach this guy. If we end up parliament, William Ruto should have been impeached a long time ago, because you saw him the other day admitting that there are abductions when this Netherlands president was here. Now they are saying they are not ordering Ndaangui. The other day, the DCI said that Albert Ojwang backed his head against the wall. Now, the same person who lied at towards our faces should we believe this guy saying that they are not ordering this guy Ndaangui, yet they are in possession of his electronics. So
Guid, Kinyagia must be found, must be released. This collaborative posture the police are putting, that they will not collaborate with the family, they will not give us information. When they raided his house, they took his personal effects, they took his electronics, and now they're saying they don't have him. That answer, we have refused it. They must produce him. They must produce him. Anyway, yes, we're making noise for Ndiangui. Ndiangui has to be released. He has to be found. Na lazima wamwachilie. Ama we have time. We are young, we are youth, we have nothing but time. They have not employed us. So we're going to make noise. Hadi washangae. And we will disrupt. It's either there's enough for everybody or there's enough for none of us. Eric Musembi, are you there?
hi guys, let me send my condolences to the family of Boniface Kariuki, who was shot by that rogue police officer. And I also want to question, why has this police officer not been charged with murder? Because what was there any investigation to be done? The other thing, we have Eliud Langat also was the complainant in the case of Albert, has not yet been arrested. The other thing, I have seen the government trying to pass a bill to suppress protest, and yet protest, they are only our rescuer. If it were not for protest, we would not have achieved so many things we have achieved so far. So I also want to ask, what is your take on the bill which is being passed at the parliament to suppress protest? Because that is a bill that should force us to go to the streets and demand for our freedoms. The other thing is, where are we heading as a country? Who are these people who are leading us? We are being led by criminals, by murderers. You saw the other day Murkomen saying anyone goes near a police station, shoot. Yet a police station, it belongs to the public. It is a public property. Murkomen is holding a public office. That office is ours. We should send these people home, whether by election or whether by any means. So long as they go home, that is the only thing we want. And as you can see, our country is heading to the wrong direction. So those people, they have nothing else they need. They are just led by their stomachs. When they are full, when their stomachs are full, they are quiet. We the youths, we have learned, yet we are jobless. We were promised heaven. Now we are being delivered to hell. Where are we headed as the youths of this country? The other thing, you saw the massive protest and the numbers we have by last June 25th. If those numbers were directed to State House, let me assure you guys, we would have achieved it. So I don't know whether William Ruto is ready to leave power 2027. And you saw him the other day saying he will not hand over power. So you don't need a rocket science to determine whether or not this guy will not hand over power. And let me tell you, this I don't have any belief whether that William Ruto is going to leave power 2027. So what is your take, guys? Because I don't believe in the ballot, and William Ruto is controlling everything in the government. When you see this DCI man, this Islam is William Ruto. Parliament is William Ruto. Court is William Ruto. Everything in government, even those the executive, judiciary, everything there is William Ruto. Is manipulating everybody. So guys, what do we do to take our country back where it was? Even Uru's time, I didn't know what was finance bill and these things. Uru was a leader, and you saw when a law was passed to cut down salaries as the other countries were being done during COVID-19. He rejected that bill, and William Ruto is not a leader, so it is upon us to take our country back where it is supposed to be. I don't feel whether we have a president. We are being ruled by a murderer, and the things which we are witnessing now, it's full enough to impeach this guy. If we end up parliament, William Ruto should have been impeached a long time ago, because you saw him the other day admitting that there are abductions when this Netherlands president was here. Now they are saying they are not ordering Ndiangui. The other day, the DCI said that Albert Ojwang backed his head against the wall. Now, the same person who lied at towards our faces should we believe this guy saying that they are not holding this guy Daguin, yet they are in possession of his electronics? So let me not take much time. So that is what I all have to say. So even if these guys, don't we have Ibrahim Traore in our country, so that when we go to State House and break everything and send this guy home, we have a person actually who can lead this country. So I think the protest and the streets, they are only our rescuer. I think protest is the only thing which is going to rescue us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Musembi. I totally agree with you. There are most of people who don't believe the ballot can work. These guys will put in IBC officials that they have put in their pockets. They will manipulate the results. They are already printing fake IDs. The ballot is not the ideal way to remove a tyrant. So streets are indeed calling us, and we are occasioning this space to make noise for Darwin, who is still missing. Mr. Ndiangui Kinyagia. We are asking for his freedom. They have said on national TV that they don't have him in his possession, and these are just games. These are just games they are playing. Wanatuchezea. And we cannot be silent. If they see we have kept quiet, we let the volume go down, wanamaliza. We know their game plan. We are familiar with their game. So do me a favor, repost the space, retweet the space, comment the space, engage the space. Let's get as many Kenyans in here. Let's make noise. Request a mic. Add your voice to the revolution. Add your voice to the call to have our comrade free. And I'll give you the mic when you request the microphone. Let me give the microphone to Shimburu. Shimburu, are you there? Comrade, are you there? Shimburu, can you hear me? Uncle Jay-Z, the mic is yours. I think Shimburu can't hear me. Uncle Jay-Z, are you there? Uncle Gen Z, uko hapo? Aya, nisaidie, inueni mkono kama uko tayari kuongea, ndo nikuletee mic. Usiwe mbali na microphone.
Yeah, niko hapo.
Aya, tuongeleshe.
How are you guys? Hope mko poa. I'm happy to be in this forum. At least, yeah, we know what is going on in our country, and we are all passionate about fighting for our rights and fighting for our people. I might have let me say a wrong perspective and also another right perspective as a youth. Now, first I would like to ask, does it mean this is the way? This is the way. Like, is this the way that we can transform our nation through kuwana Wednesday, bro? Even today, it's like a trauma. Nilishuhudia watu wakishutiwa men nje ya police station. And I still let's say 7 years with the ambition of bringing transformation. But one thing, why can't we not think about the best way that we can do this thing? Because man, vile tunakufa hawa watu hawana huruma. Na I guess nimesikia tunashuku ballot. Why can't we not request for civic education from the IBC? How are they going to prove the validity and the integrity of the system before 2027? So that by 2027, we are capable of understanding if I cast my vote in this ballot, itahesabiwa aje, kitaenda aje, prezo tutajua prezo ni nani aje, na kitasonga aje. Because I guess the problem with our IBC, it's we don't take time to understand how IBC works, so that we can prove that this system, it is perfect as early as now, before 2027. This is all about the way we say to occupy state house, because I guess me, vile tunakufa men, ni bambi. Now, let me talk about the justice of Kariuki and also the Ndiangui missing. Streets are calling us, but we have guns. They destroyed the business committee, Young passionate people are losing businesses. Na watu wenye dream kuwa na biashara ama kufanya vitu zingine, they know how it costs. Imagine mtu angekuwa amechukua loan, amesafishwa kila kitu. They're still our parents, some are young, passionate, and they are losing because we are on streets. Why can't we not have a simple tactic of going on streets? One, tunaweza fika mahali, we cry, we demand for justice, we lock everything and sit down kwa road. Other than tuko huku, wengine wako kwa ile kona, sijui wengine wako kwa hii kona, gunzo wamekuja, wamepiga hao, wamepiga wale. It is so embarrassing. The goal, na the thing that government inatumia sana, na watu hawajui, ni guns. Hata si polisi. Guns ndo wana cause chaos, polisi wanatutoanisha, tunawapigana na wao. So for me, for this justice, let us do things like educated people. We may say we need to go 2027 hatutaki Ruto must go. It's okay. Ruto must go. Hata mimi nimechoka. I must go. But how? Should we die as thousands, as millions? Then wakidai, maybe the person who is dying ndo akona vision ya kesho. Maybe the person who is dying today ndo akona vision ya kijiji yao. Akikufa, who will be the cabinet secretary? Who will be the chief? Unaona corruption imetoka chini. Who will be the head of the societies? We have drugs, zinamaliza youth. Who will nimeonadi youth wakiwa bro, wakienda mad juu ya drugs. Juzi tu a young boy, genius boy, amekuwa hizi rudi shule because of drugs. I was mad. Bro, we are losing. Everything we are losing. And if we cannot stand still as youth, we are going to miss it again. Either we die and miss it 2027. But we have to choose one thing. We shoot one, we fail one. Either we go for State House, we miss 2027. Or either we go for 2027 kama watu wasomi, we demand for IBC to educate us as early as possible. How is it going to prove that the validity and integrity of the system, we can trust it? Because nikijua mimi ballot zangu, nikijua fulani watahesabu, agents ndo watahesabu, wakihesabu watapost picha moja kwa mlango, ile ingine itapigwa picha. We are capable of knowing who is the president as early even before the media. Taibiwa, who are we going to ask? Is it the IBC or the agents? Na kama agents wako on the part of wizi, then it means the Gen Zs wenye walikuwa wamevolunteer ama wamechaguliwa kuwa agent wa mtu fulani wa Gen Z fulani alikuwa na fight kiti, they have questions to answer. But guys, it's okay. We are crying. Kila mtu analia. Me, I'm not speaking even saying I'm rich. No, we are crying. But it is not all about me. It's all about our rights. I got a right, my mother got a right, my father got a right, and everyone got a right. Kila mtu anaumia. But if we say it is us, we will lose it. Kumbukeni, Ruto si mzuri. Mnaona picha zenye zina trade since Rao si mzuri.
Ukimalizia?
Yeah. Mkiangalia, these people track zao si safi. So we must be keen. Who are we dealing with? Nani tunatoa tuweke nani? Other than fighting for our rights and we miss it 2027. That's what I can say first.
Aye. Thank you, Unc. Thank you, Unc. I think we are all struggling with what you have raised up on this space, the cost of removing this dictator and killer Kasongo from office. But also we have to compare that to the cost of him remaining in power for the next 2 years, which is until 2027. And if you compare the two, you will see that it is a higher price to pay. To remain, to be killed, to be abducted, to have our rights removed, we have to measure the cost and understand we unlocked the secret on 25th. Searing in numbers. In fact, goons don't even play a role when we reach critical mass. That's why the police were fighting to block crowd ya Thika Road wasifike CBD. Kwa sababu hizo crowds zingemerge, Ruto angekuwa nyumbani immediately. It is not something we are pulling out of the air. It is something which has happened in Egypt, the Tahrir Square. It has happened in Sri Lanka. It has happened in Armenia. These countries have toppled dictatorships when the people speak with one voice, in unity. If we don't come in numbers, that's when they shoot and they kill. One of us, they disperse and we run. But it's of course, I mean, we know the price is high, that some of us will die. And let's say we wait until 2027, Ruto steals elections. Do we die then? Do we take it to the streets then? Or do we take it to the streets now? So either way, Ruto hatoki, Chergei ashaanza. Did you notice the ground? Ruto's point man in parliament. Akisema, let's extend 7 years. 2027, Ruto anze 7 years sasa. Tusihesabu hizi tano, wacha tuanze sasa 7 years. That means Ruto kai for another 14 years. 14 plus 5, 19 years of Ruto. Then you want us in 19 years, no tuanze sasa kuongea. We bequeath to our children now a country under dark tyranny. So we have to decide, are we going to be the generation that will deal with this evil? Ama boomers wameshindwa. Now it is on us. This is something that has fought for us. Hata ukiongea na mabuma, wanaongea na hiyo akili. Hiyo akili ya tuwezi acha kusumbua government. Hapana. We know our freedoms, we know our right. We have read Constitution 2010 and we are going for it. Na tuulizi, we are demanding it. Right now, Ndiangui is being tortured. If we keep quiet, watamaliza. If you don't speak up now, they'll come for you. They'll come for me. They'll come for everyone in this country, provided you live on your knees. So if you want to live on your knees until 27, manzi uko peke yako. But anyway, I'll pass the microphone very quickly to Morgan. Are you there? Lift your hands, guys, if you're ready to speak. Lift your hands if you're ready to speak. Guys, we're building the space. We're making noise for the freedom of Ndaangui. Ndaangui is still missing. Na hii gava lazima wajue. NIS wako kwa hii space. Muambie your superiors to the highest level. The pressure is only getting worse. We are not release him. By the release him. Aya, Morgan, are you there? Morgan, can you hear me? Morgan can't hear me. I'll give the microphone to Baris. Dennis. Dennis, can you hear me? Dennis Kirui, are you there?
Yes.
Go ahead. Mic is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, fellow kids. It just I'm not so shocked to hear the death of Boniface Mwangi, the comrade who died, having been shot dead by the police. So far, at least we have known that the police will be charged with murder because the comrade is already dead. Secondly, his death was inevitable because if you saw the chances of surviving those injuries which he sustained was very minimal. So we expected his death. We had already mourned, and we are also mourning now that his death is official. We are mourning as a nation. Lastly, we have removing this dictator is not that easy. Now that we have splinter groups, we have Gachagua, the pro-Gachagua people. We have the pro-Baba people. We have the pro-Ruto people. We have the genuine Gen Z movement. Us now who are fighting for the real freedom. Us who want the revolution. We want the change, the real change, the genuine one. This dictator has been sanctioning these enforced disappearance, abduction, and unlawful arrest. The press that he normally issues at State House regretting the actions of the police are actually to deceive the public, to believe that he's caring. But no, those are just tactics, the psychologists playing with our psychology. You saw Mudavadi. Mudavadi issued a statement as a foreign minister, supporting the Tanzanian government. Imagine the government of Tanzania tortured Boniface Mwangi, they sodomized him. Other activists, the Ugandan activist, she was raped. That form of torture, imagine rape and sodomization being the kind of punishment that activists get, and the government is endorsing them. It's saying now, if you do not, they're urging those governments, the foreign governments, to avoid inviting the Kenyan activists as you are exporting activism. Is that how we are going to live? Imagine that is happening only 15 years after passing a very good constitution. A constitution, if we can all abide by, if we can all respect, it will solve every problem that we are currently facing. So that means the issue is not the law. The issue is not about the constitution. Or the issue is the leadership, the political will to respect these laws. On the issue of 2027, from my perspective, I foresee a revolution if But again, if he wins in 2027, but again, what we have known is that the people of Luo Nyanza, the people of, let me just generalize and say the Baba supporters, they have been decrying the IBC. They do not trust the IBC. They have no confidence in them. It is not the first time. It is only that we other Kenyans, because the IBC have been favoring us for years, we have never known or we have been dismissing their cries. Now it is our turn. We are now faced with the reality. IBC has been very unfair since I don't even know. It has never been fair. Maybe you can just say 2002 only. So going forward, I think we should also be looking into those things, such things, because the reconstitution of IBC is done by the president. He has the powers to appoint whoever he wants. He appoints his friends. He's the one. That means he's the one counting his votes through his agents. The fake polling, the ghost polling stations that we had in 2022, in 2027 there will be even double or even triple. The the stealing of the scheme to steal votes in 2027 will be more sophisticated than the one used in 2022. That means
in 2027 they are going to have polling stations on top of cars. Remember.
Exactly.
Continue.
Exactly. So that means we have a very hard task ahead. Removing him via elections is not that easy. So what he's currently doing is to look for MPs. He wanted to know that the number of MPs which he can convince people to elect, and then after 2027, post 2027 election, he'll know who to buy. If it's Gachagua, he'll buy his MPs. If it's whoever, he'll buy the MPs. The independent MPs, they will also be bought. That is what we have done. Money can compromise even a good man. We have seen very big lawyers. We have seen people, philosophers. We have seen law scholars that are being bought by this government. So that means money can compromise anybody. Okay, thank you. Let me just conclude there.